ruins of a 3,400-year-old city emerge as a giant dam dries up. This is around the time of the Exodus. A tightening grip of climate change on our planet is revealing secrets buried for millennia. As waters and ice recede under warming conditions, the traces of people and civilizations long gone from the mortal realm emerge. In recent months, Iraq has been hit particularly hard, battered by extreme drought, with the Mosul reservoir shrinking as water is extracted to keep crops from dying. Amid this crisis, the ruins of an ancient city, submerged for decades, are once again on dry land. Since the dam was created in the 1980s, before the settlement was archaeologically studied and catalogued, its re-emergence represents a rare opportunity for scientists to explore it. The archaeological site has been named Kemune. The ruins consist of a palace and several other large structures. They date back to the Bronze Age in the region around 3,400 years ago. Scientists think the ruins might be the ancient city of Zakhiku, a bustling center for the Mitanni Empire, which thrived on the banks of the Tigris River between 1550 and 1350 BC. This is not the first time that the city has risen from the waters like a lost Atlantis. In 2018, the dam receded enough to give archaeologists a brief window in which to discover and document the ruins before the water level rose again and covered them once more. So in December 2021, when the city began to emerge once more, archaeologists were ready to leap in and take advantage of the second brief window. In January and February of this year, archaeologist Hassan Ahmed Qasim from the Kurdistan Archaeological Organization in Iraq, along with fellow researchers Ivana Pulzig and University of Freiburg and Peter Safzer from University of Tubingen in Germany, set about mapping the mysterious city. In addition to the palace that was uncovered in 2018, the researchers found some other interesting structures. These include a rare fortification with a wall and towers, an industrial complex, and a huge multi-story storage building, all dating back to the Mitanni Empire. And we see that these things were constructed by brick. And even though this brick has been underwater, it's in fascinating, very, very strikingly good condition. Now, the huge magazine or storage building is of particular importance because enormous quantities of food must have been stored in it, probably brought from all over the region, Pulzig says. The preservation of the mud brick walls was rather remarkable, considering they had been underwater for over 40 years, but that was a result of the city's rather abrupt fall in 1350 BC. During this, an earthquake devastated the region, toppling buildings, which resulted in a protective coating of rubble falling over the remaining intact walls, covering their painted murals and the building's contents. Fascinatingly, the city also yielded some ceramic jars containing over 100 unfired clay tablets inscribed in cuneiform, dating to the Middle Assyrian shortly after the earthquake. The team hopes that these records might contain some information about who lived in the city and maybe even about the earthquake itself that led to its demise. It's close to a miracle that cuneiform tablets made of unfired clay survived so many decades underwater, Fasner said. The dam has since been refilled, submerging the city once more, but steps have been taken to make sure that it will be preserved for future excavations when the water recedes once more. The ruins have been sealed under plastic coverings that will prevent future erosion and degradation in the years ahead. In the meantime, the frenzied work has given the archaeologists material to study that may shed light on the lives of the ancient Mitanni who lived in this once great city. Qasim said the excavation results show that the site was an important center in the Mitanni Empire. This was originally published on Science Alert and by Michelle Starr. It's here on Collective Spark. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.